I'm Steve Diamond, and welcome to the show. Without my co-host Isaac Vogel, we're going to address the recreational divisional playoffs. Game by game. We got 4 games that are going to all be equally good this week. Stick around, come at 6, leave at 10. We're going to address the first game right now, the Madmen versus the Pistons. A lot of chatter on the network about the Madmen lately, challenging the Celtics, want to step it up, but guess what? They need to do it this week, folks. The Madmen versus the Pistons, and guess what is key in this game? I'm going to tell you 2 things. James Bradford for the Madmen, who is going to be there throughout the playoffs. This team has had a different lineup almost every week, but guess what? They went 7-1 during the regular season, and they had a different lineup 5 times, so I think this locks them as a playoff contender. Not only in the first game, the second game, but also throughout. But they got to address the Pistons at first. Justin Hamilton is the key to this team. Also, Moen on the inside, a big 6'7" presence. You know what? Justin Hamilton, in my mind, needs to have a 25-point game for these guys to even contend. I'm calling it big. The Madmen win by 20 in this game. That's my prediction. I'm Steve Diamond. You heard it here first on the show. Game number 2. The game in my mind. Timber Puppies versus the Nuggets. In years past, this matchup wouldn't intrigue me as much. I would have said Timber Puppies by 10, Timber Puppies by 15, because the Nuggets would give them a game, but they're not going to bring it at the end. This year, they've got Adam Selnow, they've got Ja'Kai Lockhart, and they've got an ancillary group of players who can contend with the Timber Puppies. They're going to put Ja'Kai Lockhart on Sean Ball. They're going to try and stop him right there. Number 2, they're going to put Dan Murphy on Kyle Wenzel, try and contain him, keep him out of the lane, so Sean Ball and Kyle Wenzel cannot have their way with the Nuggets. And guess what? Marco Mariano did not get the nod for Rookie of the Year, so I think he's going to come out in flames for this game and try and put up 25 and 10 just to prove that he is the Rookie of the Year. But in the end, I'm calling it Timber Puppies by 10. It's going to be a close game. I could be wrong. Ja'Kai Lockhart, in my mind, strong candidate for MVP. Sean Ball is the candidate for MVP. Let's prove it in this game. Game number 3, the Spurs and the Bulls. This is going to be a game about defense. This is going to be a game about inside contenders blocking out. I'm talking about Wallrack. I'm talking about Big Ben. Am I talking about Big Ben? Because I don't know. He has not confirmed his status for this game yet. We've got Matt McClintock, who ate my words last week. I challenged him on the network. He came up, showed up, and the Bulls won big without Rudy Hernandez, without Big Ben. They've got both of those guys in my mind this week, and I'm calling it this way. If the Spurs can keep Wallrack hot, I'm talking 20 points, I'm talking 15 rebounds, and if they can get DJ, do the Tony Parker finger roll through the lane, the Spurs could win this game and keep that number 3 seed hot all the way to the title match. But guess what? I'm calling the Bulls up. The Bulls are going to win by 6 in this game. That's what Steve Diamond is predicting on the show. Prove me wrong. Game number 4, the Clippers and the Sonics. The Clippers, all you have dealt with being overlooked. They dealt with being the team that was the team that contended against the Timber Puppies. But guess what? They've got to deal with the Sonics, the rookie team. Now this team came from Agent Maroon. Now Justin Hamilton formed the Pistons and Bustler formed the Sonics. In my mind, both teams are about equal. It would be real interesting to see these two playing each other in the playoffs, but that's not the case. The Clippers, a veteran squad. They've got the Big Four. They've got Omen. They've got a ton of people. They got McCain, they've got Hennessy, and guess what? They've got Rijkaard. Don't put these guys at the line because they will beat you at the line in the final minutes. My guess is this: the Sonics stick with them for the first 30-35 minutes of the game, but then they're going to put the Clippers at the line, and that's where you die with the Clippers. If you put them at the free throw line, you will lose. My call is the Clippers win big by 20, and creating a real interesting matchup in the next round with the Clippers versus the Bulls. Well, I'm Steve Diamond. You heard it here. Not that I'm always right in this case, but I made some bold predictions this week. We want to start talking about this on the network. By the time it hits it tonight, there's going to be talk already. I ran into Sean Ball today in the Skyway downtown. He was talking about how the Timberwolves are already prepping for the Nuggets. I know teams were out last week scouting. It's a big week for the recreational division. Don't forget, though, there's 2 things I want to talk about. Number 1, the men's competitive division all-star game. Some of the best athletes in top flight duking it out tonight. We're going to have highlights in full on the next week of the show. Isaac Vogel will be back with me, and we're going to light it and burn it up. And number 2, don't forget, Thursday night recreational divisional. This bracket right now has 4 teams. If they can get 8 teams, we're going to have an East and a West in the rec league. This team already has the March Madness. They have 16 teams. They could have as many as 24 in the spring. This is the league to watch, folks. So Thursday night, sign up. But for now, I'm Steve Diamond saying peace out. If you don't see me online, you're going to see me right here on the show. So check it out at uhnetwork.com.